From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
The U.S. Attorney General visited the Valley today as part of her national community policing tour, why the Phoenix Police Department is being called an example to others.
Plus, what happens when girl power meets firepower? We find out if a group of high schoolers was able to take the heat in firefighter training.
She was sleeping.
And it's kitten season. We take a look at how one group is acting as a mother to these orphaned kittens.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Katie Burge.
And I'm Eddie Keller. Thanks for joining us.
The U.S. Attorney General was in Phoenix today praising the Phoenix Police Department. Cronkite News reporter Cooper Gardner was at that news conference and joins us from the broadcast center.
U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch says she was impressed by the Phoenix Police Department's focus on training and education. Attorney General Lynch is traveling to 6 cities, highlighting departments that are examples of the 6 pillars discussed in the President's Task Force on 21st Century Policing. Phoenix represents community policing and oversight. The others include building trust and legitimacy, policy and oversight, technology and social media, officer training and education, and officer safety and wellness. Lynch says she was especially impressed by the Phoenix Police Department's ability to respond to emergencies in a variety of ways.
And I think that this department's focus on making sure that officers are able to handle the variety of situations that they come into contact with and use a variety of tools to manage them is one that I think is consistent, not just with 21st century policing, but good, smart policing.
Lynch went on to say the Phoenix Police Department's de-escalation training will be used as an example to other departments around the country. She was also asked about the Benghazi hearings as well as the Justice Department's investigation into our primary election, but says she could not comment. In the broadcast center, Cooper Gardner, Cronkite News.
The legal battle over the death penalty in Arizona continues. The First Amendment Coalition of Arizona wants to appeal last month's decision that dismissed the group from lawsuit challenging the use of certain drugs in executions. The group alleged the state violated the coalition's First Amendment right of access to a governmental proceeding by deliberately concealing information about executions from the public. The group is now asking the judge presiding over the case to issue a judgment so it can appeal the decision. Otherwise, the group must wait until the case concludes. Executions in Arizona remain on hold until the lawsuit is resolved.
Health programs serving Native Americans in Phoenix and throughout the Southwest are among dozens of nonprofits that have been awarded federal Indian Health Service grants. The grant money will make health care more accessible to Native Americans living in urban areas and will increase efforts to treat mental illness and substance abuse. Altogether, more than $7.5 million in grant money will be awarded over the next 3 years.
In an announcement last night, Republican State Senator Carlyle Begay has dropped out of the race for Congress and endorsed Pinal County Sheriff Paul Babeu. In a statement released yesterday, Begay said people need to come together around, quote, one tested conservative to defeat the Democratic nominee in November. He added that he was confident Sheriff Paul Babeu will stand strong for rural and tribal communities throughout CD1. Begay didn't mention in his announcement his future political plans after his state senator term ends next January.
Fundraising is crucial to running a successful presidential campaign. The Federal Election Commission released data that shows how much money has been contributed from Arizonans to campaigns up to May 31st. Cronkite News reporter Sophia Cantara in our Washington bureau has been tracking the political contributions from Arizonans. How generous have Arizona residents been?
So Arizonans have contributed more than $6.5 million so far to presidential campaigns, but less than 2% of that amount has gone to Donald Trump, whereas Hillary Clinton has raised about $1.4 million.
Okay, Sophia, so what's the reasoning behind those low numbers for Trump?
So one Republican consultant told me that that number isn't really surprising because Trump has run a pretty unconventional campaign so far, and he hasn't really pushed fundraising efforts. But he did hold a fundraiser recently in the Valley, so when the next set of numbers rolls out, that should be more telling of donor support for Trump.
How does that compare to other Republican presidential candidates?
So back in 2012, GOP nominee Mitt Romney had raised about $3.5 million, which is quite a bit more than Trump has so far. He's at about 108,000.
That was Sophia Cantara from our Washington Bureau.
Ahead of the big event, we have a look at the GOP set for their upcoming national convention. Here's a model of what the stage will look like in Cleveland. Crews started constructing it on June 18th. Next month, the convention will host approximately 2,400 delegates and 2,300 alternate delegates from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and 5 territories. The Republican National Convention starts on July 18th, so be sure to stick with Cronkite News. We'll have reporters on the ground in Ohio and Pennsylvania for both the Republican and Democratic national conventions.
In the meantime, House Republicans released their findings in the Benghazi attacks that killed 4 Americans in 2012. The report released today details bureaucratic issues, worsening security in Libya, and inadequate resources. The report doesn't directly blame Hillary Clinton, who was the Secretary of State at the time, but it does suggest she and other administration officials did not properly address the risks involved. Clinton says it's time to regroup and move on.
We cannot withdraw or retreat from the world. America needs a presence for a lot of reasons, and the best way to honor the commitment and sacrifice of those we lost is to redouble our efforts to provide the resources and support that our diplomats and our development experts deserve.
The report contains no significant revelations about what led to the deaths of the 4 Americans.
Today, explosions and gunfire erupted through a Turkish airport, leaving several people dead and many others injured. Here you can see police arriving on the scene at Europe's 3rd busiest airport. Turkey's governor says 28 people are dead and 60 others are wounded. Turkish officials say 3 suicide bombers fired guns and detonated bombs at Istanbul's Ataturk airport. Entry and exit to the airport is stopped. Officials also say police fired shots at the suspects in an effort to neutralize them. A U.S. State Department travel warning for Turkey, originally published in March and updated yesterday, urges U.S. citizens to exercise heightened vigilance and caution when visiting public access areas, especially those heavily frequented by tourists. The 4th of July holiday weekend is coming up, and one group is looking to get their message out in a big way.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we find out how buying American relates to legalizing pot.
And we see how one group of high school girls fared through a course of firefighting school.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past. Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This is a chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly day.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the 3rd time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
A new 4th of July themed billboard has lit up in Tempe. Cronkite News reporter Joey Carrera spoke with the campaign responsible for this blunt new message.
If you're driving down the 202 or 101 freeways, you can't miss this new sign. It proposes we buy American to keep marijuana money out of cartel pockets and in the community. The campaign to regulate marijuana like alcohol says the benefits of legalizing the substance makes our communities better, safer places. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office, however, has a much different take on the subject.
In addition to providing all of the resources for public education, a regulated, a tightly controlled marijuana industry in Arizona would actually make it more difficult for children to get their hands on marijuana and other drugs because it will reduce the number of drug dealers, reducing the supply and the demand for the cartels and the criminal underground.
It's cruel to say we want to sell marijuana, increase its availability for youth, and then use the proceeds from that to improve an education system those kids will never be able to take advantage of. The reality is this: even if you pumped 30 million, 50 million in the education system, Arizona voters just approved $3.5 billion for the education system. And the proponents for this never talk about the consequences. They never account for the increase in expulsions and suspensions that the Colorado school system saw when they legalized marijuana.
The billboard will remain throughout next week. The legislation needs more than 150,000 signatures to appear on the November ballot. Joey Carrera, Cronkite News.
A theater company in Tucson and Phoenix could be taking its final bow. The Arizona Theater Company, which is supposed to open for its 50th year here in the state, says it needs to raise $2 million by Friday. Otherwise, they'll suspend operations. The company's debt jumped to $1 million back in 2013 due to leadership issues. The theater was planning to begin its sixth play season in September with the Broadway hit King Charles III.
A new northern Arizona bridge opens today after being under construction for over a year. The video animation behind me shows the stages of construction. The Arizona Department of Transportation says the State Route 89 bridge, located at Hell Canyon 18 miles south of Chino Valley, is longer and wider than the old bridge and can accommodate more commercial traffic between Prescott and Interstate 60. It replaces a 1954 bridge that didn't meet current standards for large cars.
The monsoon last night left shattered glass, debris, and mostly fallen trees across parts of Tucson. Crews and residents have spent the day trying to clean up the mess. In Winter Haven, this large tree uprooted and fell on 2 homes. Crews used chainsaws to cut thick tree trunks down to something small enough to cart away. And neighbors worked together to clear away other old trees that fell down due to the storm.
And about 10 minutes later, we had a gentleman show up with a chainsaw. My husband brought his out, and there were about 24 neighbors that were just cutting the trees down.
Cleanup crews say it's going to take at least a week to get all of the trees and other debris cleared away.
Monsoon rains seem to be missing from the rest of the state, which means there's little moisture to squelch fires. There are a couple fires burning right now, like the Bug Creek fire that started earlier today. These photos show how the fire is threatening the Cords Lakes community. Officials closed off both the north and south lanes of Interstate 17 for much of the afternoon. Earlier, the fire was at 100 acres, according to the Bureau of Land Management. Yavapai County sheriffs are now evacuating Sagebrush and Val Vista streets. We're also tracking several wildfires throughout the state. The Peaks fire last night started in the Tonto National Forest. It's now at 427 acres. The Racetrack fire in Tucson, which started last Sunday, burned 800 acres, but crews have made significant progress in containing it, using a helicopter to cool off hotspots.
This week, a group of young women are giving it all they've got at Franklin Police and Fire High School. Cronkite News reporter Christina Tatro was outside at the school's first ever public safety camp.
Through heat, agility courses, and real-life police and firefighting scenarios, a group of almost 100 high school girls spend their day learning the ropes of the public service industry. This isn't your normal police and fire academy. It's filled with the minority and public safety roles, women. This morning, almost 100 girls filled Franklin Police and Fire High School for its first public safety camp.
Being able to get exposed to both the police and fire side of this. A lot of us coming in do not know what these fields entail.
Out of every 20 firefighters here in Phoenix, only 1 is a female. So the police department, fire department, and the school have partnered up to encourage women to suit up.
These are usually male-dominated fields, so females feel like they don't qualify to participate in them. And doing things like this encourages them to look forward into hitting into the field.
The girls today jumped, ducked, and lifted. Anything and everything a firefighter or police officer would do, and nothing came easy.
I think the hardest part is that people make fun of us, saying like, oh, you can't do it. Nice job!
Shay Hernandez is one of the instructors of the camp and has been with Phoenix Fire Department for 15 years. She says that mentorship and encouragement are the way to build these young ladies up.
Instill some confidence in them, teach them that they can do absolutely anything that they want to do, that they set their hearts and mind into.
And that it's her duty to serve and stay firm for the future of women in the workforce.
As a female firefighter, I do feel that I need to stay strong.
This camp is open to all students at Franklin High School, as well as the general public. The girls will be tested on a series of more scenarios in both the police and fire force. It runs through the end of the week. In the Broadcast Center, Christina Tatro, Cronkite News.
The world of college basketball lost a longtime coach and champion today.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we went to a Phoenix Mercury practice to hear about Pat Summitt's impact on and off the court.
And we take a look at what could be the future of women's beach volleyball at the Queen of the Beach tournament in California.
In the middle of rather a drama.
I've been thinking about the circumstances of the crime and the nature of love.
It's romantic, is it? Isn't it?
Seems to me as if the answer is right in front of you.
I'm a high-functioning sociopath. You are being irrational.
Need to go.
Will you do a blood test?
No.
You want to hit me now?
Do you think that makes me a wicked woman, sister?
Will the prisoner rise? There is only one thing I would like.
Pain.
Sex?
Heartbreak.
Or love? Oh, yummy.
Stop it! Papa? Is everything all right in there?
This is a box that showed you a world beyond your own. It was just a box, but the world has changed, and so have we. And now the box can be almost any size or shape. And you decide what you want to explore. Anytime, any place. Break out of the box with PBS.
Some of the best college volleyball players in the nation came together this past weekend at California's Hermosa Beach. It was all to determine the Queen of the Beach. Cronkite News reporter Kristen Sebastian from our Los Angeles bureau went to the tournament.
The Olympics in Rio start in just over 5 weeks, but I had a chance to look at what the future may hold for the fastest growing sport in the history of college athletics. At Hermosa Beach, which is 22 miles from downtown LA, the first ever Queen of the Beach tournament was held. There were divisions in both high school and college, and represented a great way to close a spectacular year for the sport. In May, the NCAA contested their first ever championship. Players like Long Beach State's Sammy Thomas are excited for what the future holds.
Beach volleyball is my sport, it's my life, and every tournament there's more and more people coming out. It just means so much. I love that it's growing, and with the Olympics coming up, I feel like after every Olympics there's a new pool of fans, so after this Olympics hopefully there will be a ton of people.
Speaking of Olympics, the Queen of the Beach is the brainchild of 2000 gold medalist Eric Fanoy Moana. He got his inspiration from the annual King of the Beach tourney, which he won in 1999.
It's great to put them in a scenario where they're forced to play with somebody and they got to figure out how to win. And there's a lot of strategy involved in there, and there's also communicating with someone you've never met before maybe. And if there's any type of friction, you got to put it away if you want to win.
The Queen of the Beach places a premium on versatility. Players are randomly paired with the results determined by wins, losses, and point differential. Participants came from around the country, and the queens were Sammy Thomas of Long Beach State and Mima Mirkovic of Woodbridge High in Irvine. USC's Nicolette Martin, who was second in the college division, was very impressed with the high school talent pool.
They're amazing now, and the fact that they're amazing now before they even get to college, they're going to be so good, and they're just going to make the sport gain that much more attention.
Incoming Arizona recruit Natalie Anselmo finished second in the high school division. Meanwhile, Arizona State received very good news recently with the hiring of former professional beach player Brad Keenan, who will bring a lot of credibility to the program. His wife April Ross is the is the gold medal favorite to win in Rio this summer with Carrie Walsh Jennings. Live from our Los Angeles bureau, Kristen Sebastian, Cronkite News.
Now going from the sand to the water, Arizona State University student Katarina Simonovic is looking to make a splash in Rio. She qualified in the 200-meter freestyle for Team Serbia, her home country. Earlier this year, Simonovic finished 10th at the Pac-12 Championships in the 200-yard freestyle. As for the Olympic Games, keep an eye out for her. Simonovic will swim on August 8th. After Rio, she will be back in Phoenix to start her senior year as a student of the Cronkite School.
Longtime women's college basketball coach Pat Summitt died today after a 5-year battle with early onset dementia. Summitt passed away at the age of 64 as the winningest coach in college basketball history, along with 8 national titles at Tennessee. She coached 161 players during her 38 years at the University of Tennessee. One of her most outstanding accomplishments was her 100% graduation rate with players that finished their eligibility at Tennessee. Over 3 dozen of Summitt's former players moved on to play in the WNBA, including Mercury center Isabel Harrison, who talked about her former coach's legacy after practice.
Not just about basketball, about bettering each and every player that she had, and of course, you know about the 100% graduation rate. Sitting in the first 3 rows of the classroom, it's little things, but they add up, and as you grow older, you start to learn responsibility and, you know, taking care of yourself, and I can give all respect to her because she taught me all that.
Summitt's son Tyler released a statement saying a private service and burial will be held in Middle Tennessee, as well as a public celebration of her life.
Former NFL player Tim Tebow didn't hesitate to comfort a family on a flight to Arizona. The Delta flight was headed to Phoenix from Atlanta when a passenger started having a heart attack. Passengers saw Tebow consoling and praying with the family while waiting for the flight to land. Upon arrival, the passenger was rushed to the hospital but later died. Tebow stayed with the family as they learned the news.
Well, all babies need someone to care for them, even if they do have 4 legs and a tail.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we show you what the Humane Society is doing to keep these abandoned kittens happy and healthy.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This is a chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the 3rd time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
This time of year is known as kitten season. As the temperature increases, so does the activity level of feral cats, and those kittens can sometimes be abandoned by their mothers. But as Jawei Jha reports, the Arizona Humane Society is providing 24-hour care for those newborn street kittens.
You're sleeping. Kittens without mom might be hungry on the street. But here in Arizona Humane Society, they have 24 hours care just like babies.
They need care every 2 to 3 hours. They need to be fed. They arrive to us without a mom. We have to be that mom for them.
He's really hungry. Staffs here give kittens round-the-clock care for 5 weeks until they become a little more able to take care of themselves.
They need constant care. They need to be stimulated to go to the bathroom. That needs to be constantly checked and
constantly warm. They need a clean environment.
There are 32 kittens here. Staff here are trying their best to take care of them. Like here, they have a formula to write down when is the last time that they feed the kids and when will be the next time that the kids need to be fed. This is the first time they've offered 24-hour care for bottle kittens.
Just to save more kittens. We see so many in the summer. We want to be able to save as many lives as possible.
The program started in April. So far, they have fed more than 700 kittens. Each kitten costs $1,000 to be taken care of. In addition to monetary donation, they want help from you.
We need blankets, towels, kitten food, toys.
Even just your time.
Have a few hours out of their day that they can come help us feed the kittens. It goes so far to save their lives.
You want more?
Just a little donation can make a big difference for those animals. In Phoenix, Jia Huijia, Cronkite News.
The Arizona Humane Society will continue running this program as long as the kittens need them.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon.
On the next Arizona Horizon, it's our annual U.S. Supreme Court review as ASU law professor Paul Bender takes a look at the major decisions made by the often deadlocked High Court this session.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.